guys, we got ourselves the old XE 1100 4-ton. I'll show you the indoor in a second. I'm gonna get this panel pulled off. Let's see that coil. We'll pull the panel off. We'll get a good look at this coil. See what she looks like. These are pretty resistant to getting dirty. So I'm gonna get my gauges on it. And we'll see what kind of pressures we got. Guys, we got this is heating mode, by the way. So we got 103 on our low side, 181 on our high side. Let's see what our little Trane charts tell us. Okay, guys, we're sitting at about 48 degrees. Let's see what our chart says for 48 degree outdoor temp. Heating side here. These are indoor dry bulb. That's about 70 in there, so we'll do the middle curve at 48 degree outdoor temp. We should be about, it says we should be, it's a little cooler than that, around 200, 183. Let's see what our suction pressure should be. About 49. It says that should be around 60ish. I don't know if I believe these charts, man. Don't know if I believe these charts. Like I said, guys, I don't trust those Trane charts. Really, they're never dead on. If you can read that or not. We're 62 and rising on our return temperature. I'll go inside to get our supply temperature. Sorry, I'm really fighting this cough today. Daughter's sick all the time. And I think it's sucking in. I think it's sucking in cold air. Our return air's got to be warmer than that. Alright guys, it's pretty mild today. It's almost 50 degrees outside. So I got my temp meter on the inside and it's reading 93. My return was about 60, probably about 64, so we're good there. I'm not worried about our temp split. It's good. Look what they did here. They didn't put a trap on here, so we're going to put an easy trap on here for him. They even had to cut this door a little bit to get this off. They got this so tight, so I'm going to redo all this, make it service friendly. Excuse me. I'm going to check my heat strips, see what they energize with a 2 degree difference on the thermostat. And we're going to check out this coil, make sure it's not dirty. He just put a fresh filter in there. Alright. She looks so pretty clean. Look at the other side. I don't see any signs of any rusting or anything. Yeah, she looks good. See the clean filter in there. Got the power killed. I'm going to check this blower wheel and make sure it spins freely. Make sure it's not dirty. Check out my heat strips real quick. Looks like a new capacitor there. Fairly new. Alright, then we'll go outside and check the components on the heat pump. Alright, we got our meter set on microfarads. This is a 20 microfarad capacitor. Let's see what we got here. Oops, that came off. 20.33. We are good. Let's go check the components outside. Check the contactor and we'll check the capacitor. Hey, what do you know, guys? Look, a quick little shout out to Curtis. Didn't even know we had a HVAC guy in this area. Interesting, huh? Alright, let's go outside. HVAC guy. I don't even think that guy's still in business, even though it shows that he did a service in April. Funny. Alright guys, I'm going to pull my gauges and stuff off of here, and then we're going to check out the run capacitor, and we're going to check out the contactor, make sure that it's within specs. Alright guys, ohming out my contactor. We got 8 ohms. That's a little low for my liking, so I'm going to recommend in the springtime I'll come out and swap out this this contactor. But what do you guys think? If they're below 10, I usually recommend it. So let's carry on. Let's check this capacitor. All right, guys, we got an old turbo torch here. Turbo 2000 capacitor. Let's see what she's reading here. 7. Let's see. They had it on. Hold on a second here. Yeah, they had it. They had the compressor on here. Herm's here. So that is 47. I'm assuming it's probably a 50. I'll have to check. I'll check the model number, make sure. But if that's the case, it's probably still within specs, but it's getting close. Let's check where they had the fan, which was here. That was 7, so I'm assuming that was supposed to be 7. But yeah, I'll check. I'll see what the factory is supposed to be. It's either 45.7 or 50.7. I'll check the service manuals on it. But she's running good. All right, guys, she's all buttoned back up. Let's we're gonna double check specs, make sure that 8 ohms is fine on that contactor, and we're gonna see if that factory run cap is supposed to be either 45.7 or 57. If it's 57, I'm gonna recommend replace it next visit. Oh, and also let's go put that trap on, and we're done for out here. Don't fix what's not. Teflon tape. We'll get it put out further away from the door so the door's easier to get off, for crying out loud. My trusty $10 easy traps. Do this right, you don't need a tape measure. Basically just going to be just like so. just a little bit off of it. All done. Easy, easy. Simple. Not putting a secondary, it's a garage. And this safety's not hooked up either, so all good. 12/7/24. I know his sticker's nicer, whatever. Alright guys, we're pulling out of here. Last thing I did for him was he had his outdoor sensor stick stuck right here to the side of the heat pump. That's never going to work. It's going to get temperature from the frost on the coil. So I pulled what slack I could. I just strapped it to his thermostat wire. It's kind of hanging there. It gets away from the unit a little bit, so it'll sense better for him. So he is set up right with the lockout outdoor sensor when they put a new thermostat in for him, so that's good. The old 11 SEER XE 1100, manufactured November of 2000. All right, I'm out of here. I'm on to the next one.